So the question is, how will you use media queries to make a website responsive? Media queries is used for styling a website for different devices. Keyword be like at the rate of media. It can identify device size by a specific condition and implement CSS accordingly. So, for make a website responsive in a mobile device or in a tablet device, media queries use a condition that for a specific device size, CSS rules will be applied. That written into media queries area, and those CSS rules make responsive the website for the specific device perfectly. The question is, how will you make font size responsive? Answer: for make font size responsive in CSS, we can use media queries. Imagine the specific font size will reduce or increase when the screen size less than 320 pixel or more than 760 pixel. We can write media queries by @media keyword. The question is, what difference between transition and transform? Answer: CSS transition allows us to change property values smoothly over a given duration when we hover over to them. Instead, transform property allows us moves or modifies the appearance of an element when we hover over to them. There are two properties are used when cursor hover over to them. The question is, how will you horizontally and vertically center a div inside a div? Answer: there are many ways to center a div inside a div horizontally and vertically. A simple way, we can set the display property to flex, then define the align items, and justify content property to center. It will provide the direction to the browser that to center the inside div, which is the flex item vertically and horizontally. The question is, what is the purpose of developing CSS? CSS was developed to define the visual appearances of websites. It allows developers to separate the structure and content of a website that was not possible before. The question is, define Z-index. Answer: Z-index is used to specify the stack order of elements that overlap each other. Its default value is 0 and can take both negative and positive values. A higher Z-index value is stacked above the lower index element. It take the following values: auto, number, inherit, and initial.